Once upon a time, there was an old mother pig who has these little piggies and not enough food to feed them. So when they were old enough, she sent them out into the world to seek their fortunes. The first little pig was very lazy. He didn't want to work at all and he built his house out of straw. The second little pig worked a little bit harder but he was somehow lazy and he built his house out of stick. Then they sang and danced and played together the rest of the day. The third little pig worked hard all day and built his house with brick. It was a sturdy house complete with a fine fireplace and chimney. It looked like it could withstand the strongest winds. The next day, a wolf happened to pass by the land where the three pigs lived, and he smelled the pig inside. He thought the pig would make a mighty fine meal and his mouth began to water. So he knocked on the door and said, little pig, let me in, let me in. But the little pig saw the wolf's big paw through the keyhole. So he answered back, no, no, no. Not by the on the chinny chin chin. Then the wolf showed his teeth and said, then I will huff and I will puff and I will blow your house down. So he huffed and puffed and he blew the house down. The wolf opened his jaw very wide and bite down as hard as he could. But the first little pig escaped and ran away to hide with the second little pig. The wolf continued down the lane and he passed by the second house made of stick. And he saw the house and he smelled the pig inside. His mouth began to water as he thought about the fine dinner they would make. So he knocked on the door and said, little pigs, let me in, let me in. But the little pigs saw the wolf pointy ears through the keyhole. So they answered back, no, 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 no by the on a chinny chin chin. So the wolf showed his teeth and said, then I will huff and I will puff and I will blow your house down. So he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house down. The wolf was greedy and he tried to catch two of the little piggies at once. But he was too greedy and he got nothing. His big jaws clamped down on nothing but air and the two little piggies scrambled away as fast as their little hopes would carry them. The wolf chased them down the lane and he almost caught them, but they made it to the brick house and slammed the door closed before the wolf could catch them. The three little piggies, they were very frightened. They know the wolf wanted to eat them, and that was very, very true. The wolf hadn't eaten all day and he had wore out a large appetite. Chasing the piggies around and now he could smell all three of them inside and he knew that the three little piggies would make a lovely feast. So the wolf knocked on the door and said, little piggies, let me in, let me in. But the little piggies saw the wolf's narrow eyes through the keyhole, so they answered back, no, 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 not by our chinny chin chin. So the wolf showed his teeth and said, then I will huff and I will puff and I will blow your house down. Well, He huffed and he puffed. He puffed and he puffed. And he puffed, puffed and puffed, puffed. He could not blow the house down. At last, he was so out of breath that he couldn't huff and he couldn't puff anymore. So he stopped the rest and thought a bit. But this was too much. The wolf danced about with rage and swore he could come down the chimney and caught up the little piggies for his supper. But while he was climbing on the roof, the little piggies made up a blazing fire and put a big pot full of water to boil. Then, just as the wolf was coming down the chimney, the little piggies pulled off the lid and plop. In fell the wolf into the scalding water. So the little piggies put on the cover again, boiled the wolf up, and the 3 little piggies ate him for supper. The end.
Thank you.